Hey everyone, welcome to our full video review for the Sabre Pro 15 from Gigabyte. To start things off, we need to go over the specs. That leads us off with the CPU, which is an Intel i7-7700HQ processor. The GPU inside is a GTX 1060 with 6GB of GDDR5 RAM. Memory included is 16GB of DDR4. Storage inside is a 256 M.2 SSD and a 2TB 7200 RPM hard disk drive. For connectivity, there's wireless LAN 802.11ac and Bluetooth 4.2. Powering the device is a live polymer battery with 60 watt-hours. There's an HD web camera above the 15.6-inch FHD IPS panel at the resolution of 1920 by 1080. On the left-hand side of the machine are two USB 3.0 ports, one USB 3.1 Type-C port, a microphone, and headphone jack as well. Then on the back side, there's an Ethernet port, mini display port, HDMI port, and power adapter port. And on the right-hand side, there is an SD card reader, USB 3.0 port, and the Kensington lock. As for the screen on the Sabre Pro, its brightness and viewing angles are good. Nice to see that an IPS panel is included for quality black levels as well. The bezel is a little thick for my taste, but should hold up well. The quality of the keys and their keystrokes are a step in the right direction compared to Gigabyte's of past. Keys feel responsive with tactile clicks, and the backlighting is pleasant with many options for customizability. That's always nice to see if you're a fan of RGB. There are also 5 keys at the top that include 4 macro keys you can program and then the power button in the center. Depending on your design taste, you'll probably like or dislike the design of the Sabre Pro 15. It is fairly subtle, but there are some aggressive design elements throughout the machine, so you'll have to let me know what you think about those down below in the comments. The trackpad feels pretty normal to use. There are some dead zones on the far left and right hand edges though because of the way it is shaped. Dedicated left and right clicks are below, and that's something I always like to see. Included in the box with the Sabre Pro 15 is a driver and utilities DVD, warranty card and user manual, and the power cables for charging. The weight of the machine alone is 5.35 pounds, and if you're going to take the power adapter with you, the total weight of both together are 6.85 pounds. As for battery life, we tested with 50% brightness with battery saver mode enabled on the device, and with your basic tasks running, we averaged anywhere from 3 to 3.5 hours of battery life. Taking a look at temperatures while gaming throughout the face of the laptop, as you can see, heat does build where the keyboard is at. It's not overly hot, but it does get a little bit warm. A little bit more heat is up towards the back of the device where the fans exit their heat. And as for dB levels of the machine while playing games, we had readings of 43 decibels up away from the machine. And then right in front of the machine, we had readings of 52. Moving on to our benchmarks, we started things off with Firestrike, which scored 9,038, which is better than 58% of all devices that have ran this test. Next, we move things on to Crystal Disk for read and write speeds of both the M.2 and the hard disk drive. The M.2 read at 1,262 megabytes and wrote at 1,267. And our hard disk drive read at 142 megabytes and wrote at 127. Onto our games, we did some testing with Grand Theft Auto 5 first. On normal with no MSAA, MSAA at ×2 and ×4, our FPS averages were 101, 84, and 70. The GPU's temperature was at 84 degrees and the CPU's was at 90. Our second title we tested was Rise of the Tomb Raider on medium high and on very high. It averaged 87, 79, and 68 FPS. Our GPU and CPU temperatures were 84 and 90 again. Our fourth game we tested was Dirt Rally on medium high and on ultra with averages of 138, 100, and 85. And our GPU and CPU were the same again at 84 and 90. And then for our final game we tested it was Hitman on medium high and ultra with FPS averages of 80, 71, and 68. Our GPU's temperature was at 84 and our CPU's was at 90. If you're looking to put a personal touch on your machine, be sure to check out our extensive customization options before checkout, including upgrades available to RAM, storage, cooling, overclocking, custom paint, hydro and graphic wraps, laser etching, and much, much more. If you would like to take a closer look at any of the specific BIOS menu screens, make sure you pause the video on the one you'd like to view closer. If not, be sure to check out the product link in the description or leave any comments down below if you have questions for us here at Exotic PC. I've been Andrew saying thanks for watching. If you could leave us a like, we would greatly appreciate it, and subscribe for future product overviews and reviews.